I want to dive in, Victoria. So I love this idea of your invisible inheritance. And there was a talk, I think, in Rochester where you spoke about that. So there's a lot of women who shaped you. I believe it's Agatha Armstead. Am I saying that correctly?
Correct.
Who first introduced you to the idea of gardening. And you said that you learned your lessons about life literally with seeds. So tell us a little bit about that.
Karen, thank you for doing the homework and just your sincere interest. I know you care about women and children, family, mother, wife, yourself. I just was taught to be obedient to the mother, the ultimate mother, which is Mother Nature. Okay.
Yes. Come on now, Auntie.
Okay. So as farmers, you have to be obedient to nature, or else you won't have a crop for the winter. So it was that simple. That's how I was taught. We harvested our seeds. We also bought new seeds, but my elderly foster mother, mother of 10 of her own, really taught me to respect nature, the seeds. She would start germinating the tomato plants in the house, in the early spring. She'd start planting them in the peat pots in the house so that we had the seedlings, to plant. So, I mean, we really understood the plants. We go for walks. She talked to me about the acorn, the importance of the acorn, the power of an acorn and the oak tree. I mean, you really have to look at the small things. I'm so glad that you're drilling down on the seed, the mustard seed. It's so significant. And right now, especially, it's a teachable moment, this pause in this pandemic, which is very serious. But at the same time, it's making us all take a step back and look at what's really important and to simplify.
To simplify, which, when we go to trash versus treasure, I want to talk a little more about that simplification process. And what's beautiful about that is that you really help and guide us to see the beauty of what's right before us. And I think this grand COVID pause is causing us to do that. What I also really appreciate about what you said is this idea that bowing down to Mother Nature, that in all instances, she will win. And it's about working in harmony with that and coming in balance with that, both within ourselves internally and then externally with the people in our society and our culture. And with this extreme weather, I feel like Mother Nature has a lot to say.
Karen, Auntie Vicky, hashtag Auntie Vicky. I did my walk around the LA Reservoir. I love it because there's so much nature around the LA Reservoir. And if you haven't checked it out, people, please check it out. But watch out with the heat. Get your work out on, be inspired when you're walking. But the heat is real. And anytime that we in the United States, we're at the epicenter of what's being determined as one of the hottest days here in Death Valley, 136 degrees. I mean, come on. We are really in biblical times. You can't say we're not. I mean, look at this.
Things are heating up. And I think the earth is really reflecting the political climate and how hot things are getting with our racial injustice and across the spectrum, not just dealing with black and white, but, with sexuality, just with people, just like I believe, like you said in one interview, live and let live. You know what I'm saying? Like, as long as I'm respecting and honoring you, and you're doing the same for me, then I'm all good. But it's an interesting time right now.